Hi, so this is Tracy from We Craft at Home, and today I was going to show you how to do your own wrapping paper. Now I've got pre-prepared with this one. I'm going to show you a few ideas. Now this one, I've used a die and cut out some double-sided adhesive and stuck down the one side. I've just used some flourishes and a few little flowers. And then I am going to take it all off. This flower I didn't think is going to be a nightmare, but I will try my best because it's all in little bits. But the idea is you've got a sticky patch on there. Now I tried this with some self-adhesive glitter I had, but it started peeling straight off, so I didn't think it was very good. But this time I want to try foiling. So I'm just gonna, I have had a go at the foiling. I've got like a practice sheet and I really liked it. I thought it came out amazing. Just take your time rubbing it down because, you know, you don't want to mess it up by going too fast. So just take your time and make sure that you've got it everywhere and you've gone over it in all different directions, because that makes sure it sticks. I mean, you can bring it up and stick it again, but it's, there we go. So you can see it's perfect. It's the perfect stuff to do it with. If we had to just do this flourish as well. Okay, some of the sticky is coming back up, but as soon as I've pulled off it falls back down into place, so it should be okay. And then that one doesn't. There we go, that's it. I'm going to snip off and do it bit by bit. I think that might be a bit better. Doesn't like that outside bit, does it? Where are you stuck? There. Oh, I see you got twisted. So you can see the flourishes can be a bit awkward. I'll try the other one in a minute. It's a bit different, not as fine. Sorry guys. Of course it went alright in practice. Okay, well I'll do it, but I think I've ruined that one. Actually, let's take that bit off. So what I do, I always like smooth it on and rub over all of it. And then I would go over it with something a bit harder. I've used my, just one of my knives, the flat side of it. Doesn't seem to scratch it up. So, there we go. So I mean, like here I cut, it's the same flourish as this, but I cut it into bits. Maybe I've not pressed the sticky bit in enough. Oh, that's better, yeah. Oh, look, that stayed perfectly. That's even better. Alright. And that's all you do all the way around, so don't want to see me do it all, so I'm going to speed it up now. So if I'm being honest, I probably picked the most awkward shapes to put on here, but they still look amazing, I think. It's just patience, really. You can go over them again. I had to go over this one again. There we go. But as you can see, the lasting effect is pretty good, if you ask me. all I think I would do now is just to make sure it's all okay and stuck down firmly. Go over it all with a cloth or tissue. And there you go, nice foiled paper that you can use as a wrapping paper. So that's using foil. I also tried it with, oops. See, now there it shows there's some that's not been stuck down. So if I do it again, it's so easy to miss anyway. Just, if you think you've missed some, go over it again. That looks all right, actually. But there you go. Yeah, I did do glittering. I'm just going to show you my practice page. And you can see there, let's see if I can close in a bit. There we go. So you can see there, this is the glitter. That's green foiling. That was the difference there. That's the silver foiling, and then these are all glitter. I do like the glitter, but it's going to be messy unless you coat it afterwards. That's the only downside to that. So I just wanted to show you that quickly. I'll come back out now. So that's foiling, but of course that's females really, isn't it? You can do foiling for men, obviously, if you've got some men's stuff to do. I actually don't have any men's dyes specifically, and I'm not sure how I feel about cutting double-sided tape on my Scan and Cut, because some people say, hey, go for it, it's a great idea, and other people say, no, it'll ruin your blade or the glue. So I guess you've got to decide what you would prefer to do. So you can use your stamps for glue as well. I don't know if you all know that. But the next one I thought I'd do, I've just got some cogs on a stamp and just randomly do that. And then add a bit of whatever, because it's brown wrapping paper again. I wouldn't get one that's like too good quality, because it's too thick to use then as a stamp. So this is just randomly stamping. I tried stamping words on my little practice one and I wasn't too impressed with it, I have to say. But if you wanted to personalise it, just don't do too much of it. I think I've done it too big, too much. So with this, it's just still going to stay one colour, and I'm just going to randomly put these cogs all over the place. It's random enough to be okay for any man, I guess. Oh, I did have men's heads I could have cut out, but that'd be nice foiling in like a dark colour. I've got like a pewter foil and I thought that might look nice. So all we're doing is just randomly stamping everywhere. clean off the ink, because the paper keeps jumping up, it's catching the ink, as you can see. So we'll do this like that. So, I mean, you can just do this all over it, and I think that'll be fine. Or you can add some of your own little extras. So you can do double-sided tape with some glitter, or gilding flakes, sorry, couldn't think of the word. Lastly, how about colouring in on it? And what I've got is my Stella glitter pens and some, I'll use that for now, some stamps. So the stamps I've got, that's a Chloe flower stamp. I don't know, can you see it clearly? There we go, look. Chloe flower stamp. Just get them all. Now this one I'm going to aim as Mother's Day, seeing as it's Mother's Day next weekend, although how many of us will actually be able to see our mothers? I mean, I don't have to do one for mine. So I've got this big flower, and I can't find my little flowers. Oh. And then I've got a couple of little flowers as well. So these. Okay, so I've got ready for this one. I've got some cherry blossom, big flowers, smaller flowers, and leaves that I'm going to kind of stick in between. But what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to stamp it all out with a grey, not a black. I like the more subtle grey. And then I'm going to colour it all in different colours. I just thought that might be nice. So I'm going to start with a big flower so that, well, it takes up more room. So I'm just going to start off with that one. And just start stamping these flowers everywhere. That's all I'm going to do. So I'm going to carry on, but what I'll do is I'll speed it up so you can see me doing it, but at the same time you haven't got to watch it if you want to watch it at normal pace, just slow the video down. Okay, so there you see, we've stamped out lots of little flowers and things, and then I'm colouring in. Like I said, I'm going to use my Stella, the glitter pens, and just colour it in bit by bit, really. Don't go too mad with the colour because you don't want to warp the paper. but on the other hand, obviously you want it to look nice. So let's start with the green and see how we get on with that. So all I'm doing is colouring these are meant to have a bit of sparkle in them, but they don't, it doesn't show until they're dry. Just do a little bit of green down like that. Okay, so let's try some of these different colours. Got a nice light pink there. Actually, this isn't Winker Stella, this is the Spectrum Noir ones, these ones. As you can see, I'm not taking that much care. I want to do lots of different colour flowers, so it's a kind of bright and cheery paper, even though we're using the brown paper. Got a nice bit of shimmer on it. You could probably heat emboss on these as well, to be fair. These little stamps are Chloe's stamps as well, by the way. Actually, it's all Chloe's stuff on here. I've got to say, of all my flower stamps, I think these two little ones are the ones I love the most. I think they're really good. If you're a bit worried about your colouring, if you heat emboss, then the lines will keep the colouring in where you want it to go. I tried out stamping just the lines in different colours, but I've got to be honest, I wasn't impressed with that. You know, just the outline of the flower. I think it's better to just colour them in. So you can see how it's coming along, and then all you've got to do is just keep trying different colours. Actually, this one, okay, so as you can see, I've tried to use as many different colours as I can. And we have some lovely different colour flowers. Let's just do another one of them. I can just finish it all off afterwards, but you can see it's nice and bright and cheery. Much better way of doing it. Although I must admit, confess to liking the foiling. I think, you know, obviously you've got to choose what, if you're doing a certain colour and things like that. I've just picked up every colour I own, and, well, not quite, but I've tried to pick the light colours. Because it's going on brown paper, it's going much darker than it normally would. So what I've tried to do is keep it to lighter colours. Anyway, you can see how it's going to come out like that. I really like it. I think it looks like a really pretty one. You can theme it to whatever you are actually doing the wrapping for. I mean, I've got Mother's Day in mind when I'm doing this. Obviously it's going to be perfect for Mother's Day. You might have a colour you're going with. You can personalise it, but I didn't much like the letters. When I tried it on here, I'm just trying to show you, I didn't like how it looked with the writing on. It just didn't look good to me. No matter what colour I tried, it just, I don't know, I didn't like it. So it's personal choice though. That's why I've left it just flowers. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a tag. And I'm going to make a tag. I've just got this foiled card, so it'll be foiled on the back, and I'm just going to write Mum on the front. I'll show you how I'm going to do it. I have an alphabet stamp with dies, and they're quite nice letters, so quite nice size, and they're quite fancy. You'll see it more when I put it out. But obviously I have to use the M twice. Again, I'm going to use the grey. Now I'm in England, so we use the U. And I'm just going to cut it out with a die. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. I'll cut it out, get everything ready, and just show you quickly how I've done the card. See you in a minute. Okay, so as you can see, I've done the tag that I wanted. I am just doing the last tying up bit. I've added a couple of wooden flowers on there just to give it a little bit. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. So I've kept it the same theme, the brown sort of effect. I've coloured it the same colours that I've used on there. Where's the light pink? There. So I've used the same colours. I've gone round it, trimmed it in gold, and gone wrong somewhere. Oh, that one's not in. Yeah, just kept it the same theme so that we can, so that it matches. It's foiled on the back in pink, but the main thing is that that matches with that. So that's another idea. So there you go, doing your own wrapping paper, any style you want. I've got to be honest, I think my favourite is definitely the foiling. But it's down to you guys now. And I hope you've learned something from this, and I hope I've given you a few ideas. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.